I've had this picture pinned on the wall behind my computer for years, and every time I looked up from the computer it was there, and immediately I was in this scene. And my mind would go to living in this place with the trees and the gorgeous bubbling little brook here. I could hear it in my head. And this would be my home. And, you know, there's my bedroom window. And, oh God, I would just be in heaven. So that's where I wanted to be in my wild, wild dreams. I was living in a big house in Portsmouth, all alone. It had been full of family and so on and life. But with all that gone, of course, it was just like an empty shell, and every evening I'd come in and open the front door and everything would echo as I shut the door. There was just nothing there except the cat. I had no creative spark whatsoever. Life was grey. It was like a rainy day every day. I'd kind of decided I was going to try this internet dating stuff. The places where older people do meet, the clubs for the over 60s, that really wasn't what I wanted. Sitting around drinking cups of tea and knitting and, you know, I mean, I wasn't quite there yet. That's not my style. I mean, inside I still feel young. I still feel, you know, life's about to begin.
I've been living down in Devon for 15 years with my partner, and we both retired early from our work. And then unfortunately, unexpectedly, my partner died at a very early age of 61, and I found myself on my own. One day my daughter, who phones me pretty well every day, said, "Dad, why don't you think about going on a website?"
It was the last day my subscription was going to run out. I thought I'm just going to give myself a mad half hour. So I tried a search on Devon, on men, and I mean I'm going through pretty quickly. I'm just doing a real skim. I didn't really read anything. I was kind of looking for an image, and I was getting more and more tired, and I'm thinking, I think I'll just stop this in a minute. And then up flashed this face that I'd never seen before, and I thought, oh, wow. The gaze in the eyes, you really connected to the eyes. And the smile, my God. I mean, the smile was just, face lit up, you know. And I thought, this has got to be a wonderful person. You couldn't have a face like that and not be wonderful.
Out of the blue, after viewing hundreds of different profiles, came a photograph of this lady from Portsmouth. I just had that feeling, and it was instant. This is going to be the right person. I got an email saying, "Quickly tell me your telephone number because my subscription is about to expire."
I took a deep breath and picked the phone up and dialed his number, and he answered, and that was it really. We just started chatting, and we were on the phone for hours. We didn't stop.
There was 160 miles between us, so I worked out on the map that Dorchester was exactly halfway.
And the following Sunday we met.
Train arrives, she gets out, all the passengers walk over the footbridge, and there she is, the redhead that she said she was.
Even more spectacular than his photograph. So I went up to him and we just looked straight into each other's eyes.
There was a very romantic moment in dappled sunlight.
I turned around and we kissed, and that was it. That was it.
Another week or so elapsed, and she then came down to stay with me at the cottage.
Oh my God, as soon as we passed a little corner pub, and you drive up the village towards the square, and it's heavenly. I've never seen a village like it. And then he pulled into the dreamiest cottage in the heart of the village and said, "Oh, well, this is where I live." Well, we had a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I've been with him every single weekend since that time.
I think the closeness can't get any closer. It's as close as we could hope to be. although we might be old age pensioners, we're actually getting younger. And so I've gone back doing things that I'd given up years ago, like playing squash, going swimming, doing lots of long walks.
We feel just like teenagers again, better than teenagers because we don't have any parents telling us what to do. Freedom.